How's it going, guys? Chris here with 4-Star Ninja Academy. I'm going to be doing the 9U, 11U course demo for our upcoming NCNS competition themed after the carnivals. Obstacle 1, the Ferris wheel. Clear. Obstacle 2, the ring toss. Ooh, there we go. Whoa there, though. Clear. Obstacle 3. The House of Mirrors. Clear. Obstacle 4, Rockstar. Clear. Obstacle 5, the Carney Special. Whew. Whee! Clear. Clear. Obstacle 6, Power Tower. Clear. Obstacle 7, Fishbowl. Clear. Obstacle 8, Hang Glider. Clear. Obstacle 9, Steel Bend. Time.
Hey everybody, Dustin Jelmstead here. I'm going to go through the rules for the 9U and 11U NCNS course that Coach Chris just demoed. So with every NCNS course, there's halfway points for every obstacle, and they're either worth 2 or 4 points, and I'll explain the halfways and the points to you guys as I go through the obstacles. Alright, so starting off with obstacle 1, we're going to be starting on this orange platform. You have the Ferris wheel obstacle, so we are going to be making our way through the tire roll here. There will be a tape marker on the ground here. When you get past this tape marker, you'll get your halfway points. We'll continue on to our A-frames. You're allowed to use all 3 of these A-frames. So sides and tops, no feet or the base down here. Making our way over to this orange patch, which is our point B. You'll get full points when you make your way to here. On to obstacle 2, the ring toss. Starting off on our point A. You're allowed the tops of all these pegs to make your way to the ring anchors. As Chris demoed, this is the 11U variation. 9U, this ring will actually be on that first ring anchors. You will not have to pick that ring up off that first or that third peg. So for 11U, you will have this here. All right, when you are making your way through, you can bend down, pick that up however you see fit. Just be very careful not to contact. If you start to fall and catch yourself on that, you will be called a fail on that. A little scrape as you're picking up that ring, you'll be just fine. But if any pressure contact on that, you will fail that. Making sure we go through on tops only, onto our ring anchors. Rings only, no hands on the anchors to make our way to our point B. Halfway point, if I forgot to mention it, is the first ring anchor here. So when you make contact here, you will get your halfway point. On to House of Mirrors. Your point B for ring toss becomes point A for House of Mirrors. You're allowed the top of the grab bar here, no wood base, to make our way to our PVC pipe. No contact with the orange pads. These are your mirrors. Do not run into the mirrors. So no contact here. You have your blocks, top blocks only, no bases, to make our way through over to point B right here. All right, on to our next obstacle. Halfway point, I apologize. Let me go back. Halfway point was the first block after the PVC pipe. So once you make contact here, you'll get your halfway points. This is a 2-point obstacle. On to our point B. For Rockstar, you're allowed to use this wood star, just no straps. Any part of the star is in play. To build our swing, this is a 4-point obstacle. This first gray star right here, any contact with the gray star, you'll be awarded halfway points. You are allowed to use the slots, handles, sides of the star. Same thing on this black star right here. Your dismount is this second red crash pad. So once you are past this little crease line here, we're gonna make our way over to our point B. So this then becomes point A for the Carney Special. You are allowed to use this orange pad and all the pegs and the rope to make your way over to the next orange pad. So you're allowed to grab onto the ropes if you want. All the pegs are in play. This fourth peg is your halfway point for the Carney Special. Once you make contact there, you'll get your halfway. You will get full points when we get to this orange pad. Just remember, no mounting hardware, so if you're coming up ropes, just not the mounting hardware up there. All right, on to Power Tower. For this obstacle here, you are allowed to use all of the chucks. No cannonball grip on the chucks, all right? So, if there's a little bit of finger on top of that, that is okay, going through those chucks, but that is it. So, making your way through, it's a 4-point obstacle. The first dropping chuck is your halfway point. So, contact with this will get you your halfway. And we got another drop chuck and then cliffhangers. Both sides of those cliffhangers are in play to make your way to your point B. On to our next obstacle, the fishbowl. We'll be crossing over, coming around. You will be allowed to use claws only until we get to the dog bowl. So starting off, you got a claw here, claw here. When you make contact with this wooden ring, the little small one here, that is your halfway point. I believe this is a 4-point obstacle. So 2 points by making contact with the claw on this ring. And then you have this dog bowl is where you can use your hands. So once you get to that last ring, you do not have to bring the claws over if you don't want to. So, dismount, point B. Then becomes point A for hang glider. Crossing over, you've got a cliffhanger here. Cliffhanger, cliffhanger, up to the flying squirrels. From the flying squirrels, we'll be going to our double zip line. When you make contact with this ring, you will get 2 out of your 4 points on this obstacle. And you will be zipping down. And you've got a T-hold here to zip line down to your point B. When you get here, you will get your 4 points. Thank you. On to our final obstacle, Steel Venom. Starting off on point A, you're allowed to use hands and feet to make your way through our tire platforms, quad steps. When we get over to here, we'll be climbing up this pole to get on top of the warped wall. All right, the face of this warp wall here is not in play. So we will be going up, coming down. You're allowed to use the orange bar up at the top and any part of the big warp wall here, side of the 10-foot warp wall, to make your way down. So when you're up here, hands on the side of this is okay. We're just not using the face of the 10-foot wall. You will get your halfway point by making contact with this first squishy quad step. Then finishing off, coming through. Now in the demo, we did not have a ring hanging here, but we will have a ring hung from the warp wall here, so you will not be running up a 12-foot warp wall that close. So you will have a ring to assist, so you can use that ring and the strap to get up on top of that wall. Slipped a little bit. We will have a mark on the blue board on the back of that wall. That'll be your buzzer. So when you hit the back of that wall, time will stop. You have 4 minutes on this course. Good luck, everybody. We will see you guys on the 21st.